Hi, I'm Kasia Batzold and I'm an artist. And that, to say that out loud in front of people, that's taken me like 10 years to get there. Because, I have not studied art and I haven't really, there was just so many voices in my head about that I'm not good enough, that I can't do it. And it's also not been like a huge part of my life. It's not like I devoted myself to creating and painting. And I know many creatives do that. They cannot help themselves. They're just out there and just painting all the time. For me, it was more like when I felt the urge and this energy that just needed to be expressed. And I used the canvas as a place where I could go to do that. It was my medicine. It is, right? It is my medicine. It's my way of connecting to myself and my way of connecting to something really much deeper and sacred. Actually, it's a place for me to connect with the sacred. And I wanted to speak to today about what stops us from going there, because I remember the very first time 10 years ago when after 10 years of not doing anything creative really, I picked up my canvas again, and oh fuck man, it was I remember I was sweating. I was sweating. I was like, let me just change this. Yeah, I was sweating and I was trembling and I was shaking. I hadn't realized how much this belief in my mind, in my psyche, that I'm not good enough, that what I put out there on the canvas has to be pretty, has to be perfect, has to be a certain way that is artistic or creative and beautiful, whatever the story is. I didn't realize how much of that was stuck in my body and was holding me back to express my heart. It's just this pure, innocent longing that just wants to create. And just remember, like when we were children, we just go and we just put something on the paper. We don't care, right? And it gives us so much joy when you observe a child. It's like they're like, look what I've created, and they have no concept of comparison or judgment. And it's so sweet. And then I feel we all have that part in us, and then we lose it along the way because we get wounded. We get wounded by society. We get, society making it a competition, making it a performance, all these stories. And we also get wounded because people don't understand the process. For me, being in the creative space is really an entering into a temple. It's really about coming close to the divine and stripping away of layers of mind and story and identity in order to really be a free, open channel for something that's bigger than me. But that process doesn't just come with a switch. Every time I go there, it takes these layers of going through, I don't know what I'm doing, what is this, and no one's gonna love it, and it's a waste of time, and all the stories that we carry, right? And I think it's really important. This is why I'm sharing this with you. For me, it's really important that we know that this is always going to be part of the creative process, that we will have to confront our shadows and the parts that just feel a bit like stiff and stuck. And so I've created a 6-week online intuitive painting course for women only, and it's going to be a limited, intimate 12 women only group and space. And if this is something that you would love to experience, if it's like a big yes, and like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it, I really need this, this is so essential to my well-being, then check out the website. The link is in the bio, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you in front of the canvas. Lots of love.